Taste of the real world. I got battered on the North Shore. It gave me comfort when I always knew that. You were there for me next door. I lived it hard on the...
Hello mga kamat learner, isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ako pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na math edu creator, si Sir Ash. And today, we are going to have a reviewer series para sa ating mga minamahal na grade 7 students. Sa video na ito ay matututunan nyo kung paano sagutin ang series of questions na similar or posibleng lumabas sa inyong upcoming examination sa second grading. Now, without further ado, let's do this. Okay, so now let us go to question number 1. Which of the following units describe the degree of hotness or coldness of a body? Is it temperature, mass, weight, or time? So I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer, and this starts now. Okay, math learners, ano kaya ang tamang sagot sa question na ito? So basically, when we talk about hotness or coldness, it talks about letter A, temperature. Of course, if you answer wrong, you will have those wrong answers. Okay, so now let us go to question number 2. Alright, yeah, alam naming easy lang ito. What do you call of a number that shows the size or amount of something? Again, what do you call a number that shows the size or amount of something? Is it A, measurement, B, approximation, C, rate, or D, angle? Okay, so talking about this, I will give you 5 seconds to answer. Alright, so ano nga ba ang tamang sagot sa question na ito? The correct answer is letter. Of course, we are talking about measurement. Okay, kapag pinag-uusapan natin ang size or amount of something, we are measuring itself. So, of course, kung iba yung sagot niyo, magkakamali kayo. Alright, now let us go to the next question. Okay, question number 3, my dear math learners. The distance from Kalinan to Marilug proper is approximately 11 miles. Express this distance in kilometers. Is it A, 6.875 kilometers, B, 15.875 kilometers, C, 16.6 kilometers, or D, 17.6 kilometers? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this problem, and it starts now. Alright, so ano kaya ang sagot sa question na ito? Paano nga ba natin sasagutin ito? Of course, this is an example of conversion. So if you have a miles, gagawin natin kilometers. Ang gagawin lang natin is to use the conversion on miles and kilometers. At alam naman natin na sa isang mile ay mayroong 1.6 kilometers. So therefore, ang gagawin natin is to multiply 11 miles by 1.6 kilometers, and giving you, if you try to multiply that on your paper, okay, so 11 times 1.6, okay, so that will give you 66 here and 11 there. Then if you add them, that will be 6, 7, and 1. So applying the decimal place value here, so that is only 1, so you have 17.6 kilometers, and that will give you letter D. Okay, so the correct answer is letter D. So if you answer this one, of course, mali kayo, my dear math learners. Okay, so now let us go to the next question. Question number 4. Alright, what is 25 degrees Celsius converted to Fahrenheit? So is it A, 77 degrees Fahrenheit, B, 78 degrees Fahrenheit, letter C, 79 degrees Fahrenheit, or letter D, 76 degrees Fahrenheit? So I'll give you 5 seconds to think about the answer for this question, and that goes right now. Okay. Okay, so stop. So I hope nakuha nyo agad ang sagot na yan. But to make our answer correct for this question, kailangan alam natin kung paano i-convert ang Celsius to Fahrenheit, my dear math learners. And if you can still remember the formula for Celsius to Fahrenheit, what we can do is like this. Okay, so ang gagawin lang natin is to consider 9 over 5. Then ang sagot dyan, i-multiply natin sa ating degree Celsius na given plus 32. Okay, so if that is the case, then what we can do is itong 25 natin dito, ito yun, okay? That 25 there, you multiply it by 9, divide by 5, and then add it by 32. Or, pas madali, itong 25, i-divide mo sa 5, so magiging 5 na yun, 5 times 9, that will give you 45. So 45 plus 32, basically, the answer would give us 77 degrees Celsius. So let us try kung tama nga ba ang ating sagot. Ayan, sabi ko nga ba sa inyo, tama ang sagot sa question na ito. Okay. Napakadali lang. So now, let us go to the next question. Ayan nga, mali kayo. Sabi ko nga.
Easy, right?
Okay, question number 5. A car left the house and traveled at an average speed of 40 kilometers per hour. How many minutes will it take the car to reach the airport, which is 20 kilometers away from the house? Okay, is it A, 20 minutes, B, 25 minutes, C, 30 minutes, or letter D, 35 minutes? Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this question, and it goes right now. Wow na wow tayo dyan. Now, ano nga ba ang sagot sa question na ito? Of course, para masagot natin ito ng tama, my dear math learners, ang gagawin lang natin is to think 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, so kung titingnan natin, sa isang oras, meron siyang 40 kilometers, right? So, ang sinasabi dito, yung layo ng bahay papunta sa airport ay 20 kilometers lang. So, therefore, kalahati lang ng speed ng car na yun. So, of course, kung kalahati lang ng 40 kilometers ang kukunin natin, that goes kalahati ng oras lang din para makuha natin ang 20 kilometers. I hope nakuha nyo yun. Okay? So, half of 40 kilometers is 20 kilometers. So, half of hour or 1 hour is letter C, 30 minutes. Okay. Oh, tama tayo dyan, my dear math learners.
Easy,
yeah,
right?
Easy lang talaga. Of course, kung iba yung sagot niyo, mali kayo dun. Now, let us go to question number 6. Which of the following represent a constant? Okay. Is it A, number of brothers and sisters, B, number of students in each class, C, number of hours in a day, or letter D, number of friends in school? 5 seconds to answer this question. Alright, my dear math learners, napakadali lang ng question na ito. When we are talking about constant, we are talking about a fixed value. So, question, yung number of brothers and sister ba fixed yun? Hindi. Baka magdadagdag na naman sina mama at papa. Oh, ito naman, number of students in his class. Paminsan-minsan, merong magta-transferred out, magta-transferred in. Hindi din yun fixed value. How about this one, number of friends? Oh, yan. So, maraming iba, maraming friends kasi maraming pera. Pero iba naman, wala. Okay. So, hindi constant. Isa lang ang constant dito. Itong number of hours in a day because kahit gaano pa kahirap ang araw mo o kadali ang araw mo, yung number of hours ay palaging 24 hours in one day. Okay, so that is our answer for this question. I hope tama kayo, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 7. In 7 pi r, which is the variable? Is it A, 7 pi, B, pi r, D, C, r, or D, 7? Your 5 seconds goes now. All right. Okay, napakadali na naman ang pangutana na ito. Question na ito. So, ito, 7 pi r. So, what is 7 pi r? So, 7 pi, 7 times pi times r. So, if this is the expression, my dear math learners, basically, the r here is what we call the radius, right? Or, of course, the variable. Kasi, our variable in a given expression is the letter. Ayan. So, therefore, our answer here is letter C. Ayan. So, of course, mali yung iba. Okay, I hope you got the correct answer. Now, let us go to question number 8. Reference to number 7, o yung kabila kanina. In 7 pi r, which one is the numerical coefficient? Okay, so kung kanina, variable, ngayon naman, numerical coefficient ang tinatanong. So, is it A, 7 pi, B, pi r, C, r, or D, 7? Okay, 5 seconds to answer that. Ayan. So, just think about this one. Okay. So, kung ang sagot ninyo, maraming nagkakamali sa mga ibang mga students dito. Kasi, for them, numerical means number, right? Okay, so, ang una talaga nilang sagot ay ito. Todoing. Okay. Maling-mali ka dyan kung 7 ang sagot mo. Bakit? Because, remember, my dear math learners, that pi is a symbol and has a fixed value of 3.14, 16, and decimal numbers that don't end. Okay, but usually yung ginagamit natin sa school is 3.14 for pi. So of course, 7 and the pi, which is 3.14, those are fixed values. So the final answer for this question should be and must be, all right, letter A. Okay, I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to the next question. It is a small number written to the right of and slightly above another number or letter to indicate how many times the number of variable is used as a factor. Is it A, exponent, B, constant, C, literal coefficient, or D, numerical coefficient? Okay. Now, read the question thoroughly, my dear math learners, kasi napakadali lang ng question ito. Okay, you have 5 seconds to answer. Okay, the correct answer here is basically yung maliit na number na slightly above to another number. Ito yung tinatawag nating lumulutang na number na maliit. Okay, that in which na ito yung nagsasabi kung ilang beses mong ita-times yung number na yun. Okay, so the answer for that is exponent. Ayan. Okay, so of course, yung iba mali dyan. Okay, now, yes, very, very easy talaga. Now, let us go to the 10th question. In the given algebraic expression, x squared plus 4xy minus y cubed, what is the numerical coefficient of y cubed? Okay. Is it A, 4, B, 3, C, 1, or D, negative 1? Okay, 5 seconds to answer this question, my dear math learners. Okay, so numerical coefficient, ito yung basically yung number na katabi ni letter. Okay, so saan dito si y cube? Ito yon. Ayan. Okay. So, ano yung katabi na number ni y cube? So, meron ditong minus or negative, right? Pero walang number dito. So, of course, remember this, my dear math learners, kapag meron kang isang letter tapos walang katabing number dyan, understood, meron yung 1 na nakatago. But since the sign for this is negative or minus, so therefore, that value would be negative 1. Okay. Tamang-tama ang sagot natin dyan, my dear math learners. Alright. Okay, we are already 25% of our questions. So, I hope you have a nice and very good time listening to our reviewers series. Now, let us go to our part 2. Question number 11. Evaluate 10x minus 3, where x is equal to 7. Okay. So, is it A, 76, B, 14, C, 10, or D, 67? Okay, so paano nga ba sasagutin ito? So, first, I'll give you the 5 seconds muna to think about your answers. Okay, so paano nga ba sasagutin dito? You just need to substitute this 7 here dito sa x natin. So, papalitan lang. So, 10 times 7 tayo dyan. Kasi magkatabihan sila, meaning multiplication yan. So, 10 times 7, that is 70. Then 70 minus 3, of course, that is 67. Okay, so of course, yung ibang dyan, mali.
Easy, right?
Okay, so now let us go to question number 12. Evaluate 5x plus 3y all over 2x, where x is 4 and y is negative 5. Is it A, negative 5 over 8, B, negative 5 over 10, C, 5 over 8, or D, 5 over 10? Okay, so I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer for this question. Okay, my dear math learners, paano nga ba sasagutin dito? Okay, so one of the technique here is to think about the denominator. Okay, so we have 2x there. So yung x natin is 4, right? So 2 times 4 tayo dyan. So 2 times 4, that would give us 8. So therefore, itong B at D natin, mali na agad ito. Okay, tingnan natin. Yan, mali na yan. Okay, so how about this sa kanilang dalawa? Is it negative or is it positive? Okay, so what we can do is 5 times 4. Papalitan natin itong x dito by 4. So that is 20. Tama? And then 3y 3 times negative 5, that would be negative 15. So we have 20 here, we have 15 here, minus, kasi negative yun. Okay, so 20 minus 5, what is the answer? Okay, so that is positive 5. So 5 over 8 tayo dyan. Alright, so of course, mali yung letter A. I hope you are having a good time to our discussion, my dear math learners. Now, let us continue. Question number 13. Evaluate 7x squared minus 10y when x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. Is it A, 10, B, negative 10, C, negative 12, or D, positive 12? Okay, so you have 5 seconds to think about your answer for this question. Okay, so paano nga ba sasagutin ito? Papalitan lang. So we will apply the BODMAS rule or the PEMDAS rule, the parenthesis, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So of course, we have here x, right? So may x tayo dito pero naka-squared siya. So if I will show you that 1, so we have here 7 and then 2 there. Tapos may square tayo dyan. Okay? Tapos, minus tayo ng 10, then multiply tayo by y. So, uunahin muna natin ito. So, 2 squared. So, that would give us 4. Okay? So, 7 times 4 na tayo. And then, itong y natin dito, nga pala, 4 dapat ito. Yan, 4 yan. Okay, so 10 times 4, that will give us 40. So, 7 times 4, that is 28. Minus 40 tayo dyan. So, therefore, the answer is negative 12. Okay. So, let us try whether we are correct, my dear math learners. Ayan. Tama nga tayo. I hope you got the correct answer. Okay. Kasi kung itong tatlo ang titingnan natin, mali yan sila. Now, let us go to question number 14. We have simplified negative 4x plus 3y plus the quantity 3x minus 2y. So, this is an addition of binomials. So, is it A, negative x plus y, B, x minus y, C, 2x plus y, or D, x plus 2y? So, I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this question, my dear math learners. Okay, so, paano nga ba sasagutin ang question na ito, my dear math learners? Okay, napakadali lang. Ito siya dito, i-add mo lang dito. Yan. Tapos, ito naman, i-add mo yan. So, bakit ganon, Sir Ash? Basically, ang simple explanation dyan is that you will add like terms. So, combine like terms lang tayo dyan. So, sino yung magkapareho ng variables, sino yung magkapareho ng exponent, yun ang pagsasamahin natin. So, meron tayong dito, negative 4x and negative 4x here, and we have 3x here. Okay? So, pag i-add mo yan silang dalawa, the value is negative x. So, kung titingnan natin dito, sino may negative x, alam na agad natin na ito yung sagot. Okay? Oh, yun na. Hindi mo na kailangan pang isolve pang dalawa. Pero, of course, kung wala kang choices, isosolve mo talaga. So, 3y plus negative 2y, that is positive y. So, of course, itong iba dito, mali. Easy, right? Okay. So, you got the correct answer. Now, let us go to question number 15. The longest side of a triangle is 2x squared plus 3x plus 6 meters, and the other two sides are 3x squared minus 2x and 4x plus 5 meters. What is the perimeter of a triangle? Is it A, x squared minus 5x plus 1, B, x squared plus 5x plus 1, C, 5x squared plus 5x plus 11, or D, 5x squared minus 5x plus 11. Okay, so, my dear math learners, think about this one. Napakadali lang nito. Perimeter ang pinag-uusapan natin. So, what do you do when you are to find the perimeter? Okay, so 5 seconds is done. So, paano nga ba? So, i-add lang natin itong side na ito, which is this one. Ito naman dito, at saka ito dito. So, titingnan natin kung meron bang like terms. So, may x squared tayo, may x squared dito. So, 2x squared and 3x squared. So, if you add them, that will give you 5x squared. So, of course, 5x squared, itong dalawa na lang. So, itong dalawa, mali na yan. Alright. Now, how about the x? Okay, the linear term. So, we have here 3x, we have here 2x, negative 2x, and we have here positive 4x. So 3 plus 4, that would be 7. 7 minus 2, that would be positive 5. Okay, so positive 5. Ito dito, negative 5. So therefore, ito na yung sagot natin. Okay? So, mali ito. Okay, napakadali lang, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to the question 16. Okay. Evaluate the polynomials d or 8y cubed, sorry, 8y cubed minus 14 when y is equal to 2. Okay, is it A, 60, B, 50, C, 65, or D, 55? Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, sa question na ito, my dear math learners, napakadali lang kasi papalitan mo lang ang y ng positive 2. So, kung positive 2 dyan, so magiging 2 cube na yan, multiplied by 8. Remember, my dear math learners, na uunahin natin ang exponent bago mag-multiply from the rule of the ordered of operations, yung PEMDAS or yung BODMAS. Okay. So, of course, y cube, that is 2 cube, meaning 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 times 2, that would be 8. Then 8 multiplied by 8, that would be 64. So 64 minus 14, that will give you 10. 64 minus 14. Anong sagot ng 64 minus 14? Oh, ito yun. Ayan. Medyo nawala si Sir Ash. Okay. Okay, so mali yung iba. Ayan. So now let us go to the next question. Question number 17. What is meant by third power of 10? Napakadali ng question na ito. So is it 10 times 10 times 10? Is it 10 times 3? Is it 10 divided by 3? Or is it 3, 10, 3? I-multiply with each other. Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, so ang tanong or ang sagot sa tanong na ito, third power of 3. So basically, anong pagkakasulat yan? Third power of 3, ganito lang yan, my dear mathers. 10 to the third power. Yan. So, pag 10 to the third power, it means 10 times 10 times 10. Okay, letter A ang sagot dyan. So, let's try. Ayan, we got the correct answer.
Easy, right?
Of course, mali ang tatlong na yan. Okay, now let's go to the next question. What is the value of 8 to the power of 0? Okay, 8 to the power of 0. Is it A, 0, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 8? Okay, 5 seconds. Ano nga ba ang sagot sa mga expression kapag meron itong exponent na 0? Okay, the correct answer, basically, my dear math learners, is B. Okay, 1. Kasi, all according to the zero exponent rule, any number or variable with an exponent of 0 will always have a value of 1. Okay, so, mali ang ibang sagot dyan. Okay. Easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Now, let's go to the question number 19. What should be multiplied by 8x cubed to get the product of 24x to the 5th power? Is it A, 4x squared, B, 2x cubed, C, 3x, or D, 3x squared? Okay, so 5 seconds to answer this one. Okay, my dear math learners, let's try. What is your answer? Okay, so I hope tama ang sagot ninyo. Pero for me, napakadali lang ng question ito. Ang question na ito basically is tinatanong kung anong imo-multiply kay 8x cubed para ang lalabas ay 24x to the 5th power. So, ang gagawin mo lang, anong imo-multiply kay 8 para maging 24? Okay, so pwede mo rin baliktarin, 24 divided by 8. Okay? So, 24 divided by 8, that is 3. So, itong dalawang yan, mali na yan. Okay. Now, ano na lang kulang? So, ito, x cubed. Tatlo lang. Ito, x to the 5th. So, ilang kulang? Tama? So, x squared ang kulang. So, the correct answer is 3x squared. Alright. So, of course, mali ang 3x. I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to the next question. This is already question number 20, and this is halfway of our review series for grade 7. I hope you have a good time, my dear math learners. And by the way, shout out sa mga estudyante ng Santa Ana National High School na kung saan marami sa mga grade 7 students na pinapasukan ko kapag nag-absent ang mga teachers ay nagpapa-shout out sa akin. So, shout out sa inyo dyan, mga grade 7 students. Alright. So, what to do with the exponents when you are dividing powers of the same base? Ano daw ang gagawin sa mga exponents kapag meron kang the same base? Kapag nagdi-divide ka ng mga powers ng the same base. Ayun. So, is it A, multiply, B, divide, C, subtract, or D, add? Okay, 5 seconds to answer this one, my dear math learners. Okay, stop. Now, paano nga ba sasagutin ito? So, ito yung ginamin niya, my dear math learners. So, we have x to the power of, let's say, 4 over x to the power of 2. Ayan. So, ano daw ang gagawin kapag ikaw ay nagde-divide ng mga powers of the same base? Okay, so anong gagawin? So, that is basically the quotient rule. In the quotient rule, okay, alis lang natin to. According to the quotient rule, my dear math learners, if you have the same base and you are dividing, so what you will do with the exponents, you subtract them. Okay, so we got the correct answer. Let's try kung isagot ninyo. Ayan. So, mali kapag multiply, divide, or add. Ang gagawin sa mga exponents, again, ay subtract. Okay. Easy, right? Easy lang talaga. So, congratulations, my dear math learner, kung ikaw ay nakaabot sa question na ito because you are already halfway of our reviewer series. So, now let us go to the part 3 questions. Question number 21. What is the product of 7a cubed and the quantity 2a squared minus 7a minus 8? So, paano nga ba sasagutin ito? Basically, let's try to consider the given equation. So, we have a 14a to the 5th power plus 49a to the 4th power minus 56a cubed. Ayan, napakahirap basahin. B, a to the 14a to the 6th power minus 49a to the 4th power minus 56a cubed. Is it C, 14a to the 5th power minus 49a to the 4th power minus 56a cubed? Or D, 14a to the 6th power minus 49a to the 4th power plus 56a cubed? Okay, so 5 seconds to answer this question, my dear math learners. Okay, so paano nga ba sasagutin ito? So first, itong 7a, i-multiply mo lang dito. I-distribute mo lang yan siya using the distributive property. Okay, so kung titingnan natin, let's try the numerical coefficient muna, my dear math learners. So 7 times 2, that is 14. 14, 14, 14. Okay, tama sila lahat. 7 times negative 7, that is negative 49. So ito, mali na ito. Mali yan. Ayan. Ito, so sila na lang tatlo natira. Okay, 7 times negative 8. So, we have negative 56. Negative 56, negative 56. Positive 56. Mali din yan. Okay, so dalawa na lang pinag-uusapan natin. Now, of course, in terms of numerical coefficient, tama silang dalawa. But, let's consider the exponents of the variable. So, when we multiply a cubed to a squared, so when we multiply the same base but different exponents, this is the product rule, we will be adding the exponents. Okay, so 3 plus 2, that is 5. This is 6. So this is the correct answer. Alright. Napakadali lang, my dear. Easy, right? Okay, question number 2. Which of the following is the product of negative 2xy squared, the quantity of negative 2xy squared to the power of 2, or squared pa rin, multiplied by the quantity 2x squared y squared? Okay, is it A, negative 16x to the 6y to the 6, B, 4x to the 8 y to the 8 power, C, 16x to the 6 power y to the 6 power, or D, negative 4x to the 8 power y to the 8 power? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this question. Okay, medyo tricky ang question na ito, my dear math learners, because of the exponents and the power of power. Okay, so paano nga ba sasagutin ito? Ganito lang yan, my dear math learners. Okay, so first, ito muna ang sasagutin natin. Ito yun. Okay, ito. Yan. So, negative 2 squared. So, negative 2 squared, that would give us 4. X to the power of 2, that would give us x squared. Okay, power rule ang ginagamit natin dito. Then, y squared to the squared. Okay, so y squared squared, or y squared to the power of squared, that would give us y to the 4th because we will be multiplying 2 times 2 here. So, that is y to the 4th power. Okay. So, meron na tayong first part ng ating problem or solution. So, we have here 2. Ganun pa rin. So, 2 squared, that would give us another 4. Okay? Then x squared and squared sa labas, that would give us to the fourth power using the power rule. Then y squared, that is y squared. And now we will now apply the product rule. Okay? So, number to number, we multiply each other. So, 4 times 4, that is 16. Positive 16. So, saan dito ang positive 16? Ayun, may sagot na agad tayo. Okay, letter C. Okay, let's try. Tararang! Okay, tamang-tama ang ating sagot.
Easy,
Easy lang yan. So, now, let us check kung ano. O, yun ha. Nakita nyo, mali din yung iba. Okay. So, as you can see, my dear math learners, this question, in order to answer them correctly, you just need to gradually apply the rules in multiplying exponents. Okay, so now let us go to the next question. Question number 23. What is the correct relation symbol of is greater than or equal to? Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay, hindi ko babasahin kasi malalaman yun ang sagot. Okay, 5 seconds. Alright, so paano nga ba? O sino nga ba nagmamay-ari sa symbol na ito? Or ano nga bang symbol na nagmamay-ari sa pagbasa ng is greater than or equal to? Okay, ang A, that is greater than, walang equal to. So, mali. Ang B naman, less than, walang equal din, mali din. So, saan sa kadalawang ito? So, kung narinig yung sinabi ko kanina dito for letter A, we have greater than. Yung symbol na merong line sa baba, that means is equal to. So, therefore, the correct answer is letter C. Alright, easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to the next question. Question 24. 12 times a number x is equal to thrice the same number increased by 3 can be represented by which mathematical sentence? Is it A, 12x is equal to 3y plus 3? B, 12x is equal to 3x plus 3, or C, 12x is equal to y cubed plus 3, or D, 12x is equal to x cubed plus 3. Your 5 seconds starts now. So we have here thrice the same number. Okay, so my dear math learners, sabi dito, 12 times a number. So 12x na yan. Okay, 12x na ito agad-agad. 12x, 12x, 12, 12. Okay, very good. Is equal. Okay, tama pa yung apat. Thrice the same number. So, when we say the same number, yun yung number x. Okay? So, thrice the same number. When we say thrice the same number, of course, mali na ito kasi di na the same number x ito. Okay, mali na yan. So, ito na lang. So, ito din. Thrice the same number. So, ibang number na ito kasi y na ito. Ito x. Mali na din yan. So, ito na lang dalawa. Pero thrice, what do you mean by thrice? Is it cube or is it 3 times? Alright, very good. So basically, when we say thrice, that is 3 times. So the correct answer is letter B. Okay, easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Now let us go to question number 25. Which of the following verbal phrases corresponds to 4x plus 3? 4 increased by 3. 4 times a number x increased by 3. C, the product of a number x added to 3. Or D, the product of 4x and 3. Okay. So, this is addition. Okay. So, it is not a product. So, 5 seconds for you to answer this question. Nagbigay pa ako ng clue. Alright. So, now, let us go to the choices. So, saan ang tama dito? This is addition, right? So, when we say addition, that is sum, not product. So, therefore, this is already wrong. Ito, yan. Mali na yan. The product of 4x and 3. So, this is the sum. Okay? Or, we could also read this as 4 times a number x increased by 3. So, the correct answer is this one. Alright. So, I hope you got that, my dear math learners. So, paano naman ito? So, let's try. 4 increased by 3. 4 increased by 3, that means 4 plus 3. Okay, so mali yun. Ito naman, the product of a number x added to 3. So, that would be x times 3. That would result to 3x. Mali pa rin. Okay, ito 4x plus 3n. Alright, question number 26. Which of the following is the mathematical translation of the product of 3 and a number a is greater than or equal to 6? Is it A, 3a less than. Hindi ko na lang babasahin kasi malalaman nyo ng agad ang sagot. Okay, 5 seconds to answer this question. Ay, lalag. Okay, so now let us continue. So what is this? The product of 3 and a number A. So product of 3 and a number A, that would be 3A. Okay, 3A, 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 3. Tama pa. Okay, greater than or equal to. So kanina, pinag-usapan na natin ang symbol, kung ano yung greater than or equal to. So ito, less than, mali yan. Ito, greater than lang, mali din yan. So of course, greater than or equal to, ito yun. Kasi less than or equal to, ito eh. So the correct answer is letter D. Alright, so mali ang letter C. I hope you got that one.
Easy, right?
Yeah, very easy lang talaga. Now, let us go to the next question. Tom is a construction worker in NLS Construction Company. He receives 500 pesos per day of work and an additional 70 pesos on top of the per day rate for every X hour of overtime. Okay. So, meaning ang sweldo niya per day is 500 pesos. Tapos, may dagdag 70 pesos sa every hour na nag-overtime siya. If he works 6 days in a week, how much will he receive in a week? Okay. Is it A, 500 minus 70x, B, 3,000 plus 70x, C, 500 plus 70x, or D, 3,000 minus 70x? Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, my dear math learners. So, kung papansinin natin, ang per day niya ay 500 plus 70 times the number of hours. That would be plus 70x. Okay? But, ang question dito, ang tinatanong is how much will he receive in a week kung 6 days siya ng trabaho. So, basically, kung 6 days, imo-multiply natin yung araw niya sa per day niya, hindi sa per hour. So, dito tayo, 500 times 6. So, that would give us 3,000. Alright. So, of course, mali na tong dalawang ito. Okay? So, napakadali lang. Now, saan dito sa dalawang sagot? Sabi dito, additional. So, additional. Ano bang symbol ng additional? Plus. Alright. So, meron na tayong sagot dyan. Ayan. So, letter B ang tamang sagot.
Easy,
Ayan,
right?
din yung letter D. Now, let us go to the next question. Question number 28. Mateo wants to fence his rectangular garden. If the length of the garden is 5 meters longer than the width, or its width, what is the perimeter of the rectangular garden? If its width is B meters. So, variable na ginamit dito is B meters. Okay. So, is it A, 4B plus 10 meters? B, 4B minus 10 meters? C, 10B plus 4 meters? Or D, 10B minus 4 meters? Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this one. Okay, my dear matlers, paano nga ba sasagutin ito? So, talking about perimeter, ayan, we will be adding the sides. Okay, so let's consider our symbol here. Ito. Try natin tong symbol ng ating by mga choices natin. Okay, so let's say, ito yung width, ito yung length. Okay? So, our width is B. So, B daw yan. So, of course, B din ito. Okay? B yan. So, B din yan. Okay. Then, 5 meters longer daw sa B. So, 5 meters longer. So, that will be B plus 5 ang length. B plus 5 ang length. Okay. So, dalawang length, dalawang width. Okay. So, B plus 5 plus B plus B plus 5 plus B. So, ilang B na yan lahat, my dear math learners? Alright, 4. So, 4B na yan. So, 4B, 4B, 10B, 10B. Mali na tong C at D natin. Okay, let's try. If we check C at D. Ayan, mali na yan. So, 4B na tayo, right? So, ito plus 5, ito plus 5. So, dalawang plus 5. Ano yan? Okay. Of course, that is plus 10. So, the correct answer here is letter A. Okay. Easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. So, now, let us go to the next question. Question number 29. What is the solution of a linear equation whose absolute value is equal to a negative number? Is it A, there is no solution, B, there is only one solution, C, there is a positive and a negative solution, or D, the solution is the set of all negative numbers? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this, my dear math learners. Think about the question itself. Okay, it talks about absolute value. Okay, when we say absolute value, ito yung ganito ang mukha. Teka ha, let me just show you. Yung ganito ang mukha, oh. Yan, ganyan. Yan. So, may symbol dyan, tapos may number dyan sa loob. Okay, depende na yan kung anong number yan. Okay. So, kapag absolute value ang binibigay, okay, kapag absolute value naman ang binibigay, basically, ang sagot talaga dyan is parating positive kasi we're talking about the absolute value. So, ang tanong dito, what is the solution if it is equal to a negative number? So, therefore, is there a possibility na magiging negative ang value ng isang absolute value? Yes or no? Okay. So, the answer for that is no. So, if that's the case, then the correct answer here is letter A. Okay.
Easy,
Easy,
right?
easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to the 30th question. What property of equality is applied to find the solution of A minus 10 is equal to 5? Is it A, reflexive property, B, symmetry property, C, transitive property, or D, addition property? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. We are talking about how to solve or how to get the solution of this given equation. Okay, my dear math learners? So basically, for most people, ang gagawin nila is to transpose it. Itong negative 10 para maging A na lang ang matira, then masosolve na natin 5 plus 10, that is 15. However, if we are dealing with property of equality, the way to solve or the way to get the value of 15 is not by transposing, but by the property of, you know what it is? Yeah, right. So the property of addition. You add plus 10 to the left and plus 10 to the right. Okay, giving you A is equal to 15. Of course, the other properties are wrong. Okay, so let's go to, oh, congratulations, because we already got that 75% of our questions for the series for this grade 7 review. Okay, so now let us go to the last part of our discussion. Question number 31. If negative 5x is greater than 20, then, okay, is it A, x is greater than negative 4, B, x is greater than 4, C, x is less than negative 4, or D, x is less than 4? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. Okay. So, in solving this, you need to know the process on how to get the value of x. Okay, so let's try, my dear math learners. Okay, so we have here negative 5x and 20. So, in order to get the value of x, okay, we will divide both sides by negative 5. Okay, ganun. And then, makakancel natin yan, x na lang ang matitira. Now, but there is a rule. So, 20 divided by negative 5, that would be negative 4. But there is a rule. Whenever we have an inequality, every time we multiply negative to the whole inequality or we divide negative to the whole inequality, the inequality symbol itself will reverse. Okay, so if this is greater than, this will become less than. So basically, our final answer for this one is letter C. Okay, easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Okay, so napakadali lang. Now, let us go to the question number 32. What is A equal to? In the equation, the absolute value of A minus 25 is equal to 10. Is it A, negative 25 and 25, B, negative 10 and 10, C, negative 15 and 35, or D, 15 and 35? Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this problem. Okay, my dear math learners, paano nga ba sasagutin ang question na ito? Tingnan natin. So, one of the easiest techniques in having an examination or solving questions with the multiple choice is you can do trial and error. Okay? So, ano nga bang number ang pwedeng palitan dito kay A para ang lalabas dito ay 10? So, let's try. Negative 25. So, negative 25 minus 25, that would be negative 50. Hindi na 10 yun. So, mali na agad ito. Yan. How about negative 10? So, let's try. Ito na lang, positive 10. 10 minus 25, that is negative 15. Okay? So, 10 naman ito. So, mali na yan. So, how about this one? 35. 35 minus 25, that is 10. Okay, check. Pero may 35 din dito. So, tama silang dalawa. How about 15? So, let's try this one kasi mas madali ito. 15 minus 25 is negative 10, right? Okay. So, negative 10 kapag nasa loob ng absolute value is still positive 10. So, basically, the correct answer is this one. Alright. Napakadali lang, my dear math learners. Bakit hindi negative 15? Negative 15 minus 25, that would give you negative 40. Okay. So, that's already wrong. Yan. So, I hope, my dear math learners, you got that one. Now, let's go to the third question in the last part. What is or are the solution of the equation the absolute value of negative 2x plus 50 is equal to 10? Is it A, negative 20 and 20, B, negative 30 and 30, C, negative 40 and 40, or D, no solution? So, I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. Okay. Alright, so my dear math learners, as you can see, para masagot ang problem na ito, we need to apply the addition property or yung pag-transpose. Okay? So, let me just show you that one. So, ito siya. If we transpose that one, that would give us 10 minus 50. Okay? So, 10 minus 50, that is already negative 40. So, the equation itself, the absolute value of negative 2x is equal to negative 40. Now, if you can remember our previous question, here, my dear math learners, hindi ka pwedeng magkaroon ng negative number as a result from an equation or of an absolute value. Okay? Kasi walang magiging sagot doon. So, therefore, if that is the case, then the final answer for our question 33 is no solution. Let's check. Alright. Tama tayo, my dear math learners.
Easy, right?
Okay, let's check kung yung iba babalik. Ayan. Okay. Question number 34. What is or are the solution of the equation 2x, the absolute value of 2x plus 1 is equal to the absolute value of 3x minus 2? Ayan, medyo challenging ito. So, is it A, 3 and 1/5? B, negative 3 and 1/5, C, 3 and negative 1/5, or D, negative 3 and negative 1/5. Okay, 5 seconds to answer this problem, my dear math learners. Okay, so, paano nga ba sagutin ito? Okay, ganito lang yan. So, first, you can set aside the absolute value symbol. So, that is 2x plus 1. And we have here 3x minus 2. So, if you transpose this to this one, that would give you 3x minus 2x. Okay? Then, if you transpose this one going here, okay? So, itong negative 2, magiging positive na yan. So, magiging 1 plus 2. So, therefore, 3x minus 2x, that is x na lang. So, 1 plus 2, that is 3. So, positive 3. So, we have here 2 positive 3, right? Ayan, dalawang positive 3. So, therefore, itong letter B natin at letter D, mali na yan. Okay. So, how about the second number? Paano kukunin? So, if this is the case, my dear math learners, the best way to do it is to substitute it, my dear math learners. So, you can have a trial and error for this one. Okay? So, alam na natin na tama na yung 3 natin. So, itong 1/5 na lang. So, to do that, we just have to substitute. So, we have 2 multiplied by 1/5. Okay? Teka lang. Okay? And then, plus 1 tayo dyan is equal to 3 times 1/5 minus 2. Okay. Pero naka-absolute value yan silang dalawa. Naka-absolute value yan sila. So, multiplying them, that would give us 2 over 5 plus 1. Okay. And dito naman, this would give us 3/5. Okay. Minus 2. Right. So, if we get the LCD for this one, we will have, and then solve it accordingly. That is 1 and 2/5, and 1 and 2/5 is basically 7 over 5. Now, if we try to solve this one also, we have 3 over 5 minus 10 over 5. So, having said that, that is negative 7 over 5. So, of course, this is in absolute value. This is also in absolute value. Okay? So, therefore, we can equate that the both sides of the equation is correct. Okay? Puro sila 7/5 as a whole absolute value. Okay? So, therefore, our letter A as a value is correct. Okay, my dear math learners. I know medyo challenging ang question na yon para sa inyo. Okay? So now, let us go to the next question. Now, a man's age is 36 years old and his daughter is 3 years old. In how many years will the man be 4 times as old as his daughter? Is it A, 8 years, B, 10 years, C, 12 years, or D, 14 years? Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, my dear math learners, paano nga ba sagutin ito? Now, ang tinatanong dito is that we need to make the man's age 4 times as old as his daughter. Okay? So, sa ngayon, we have 3 and 36. So, in 8 years, if we try letter A, that would be plus 8 and plus 8 here, right? So, 8 plus 3, that would be 11. And 36 plus 8, that would be 44. So, is this 4 times as old as the daughter? Okay, we already answered our problem. So, the correct answer here is positive 8. Okay. Of course, napakadali lang, my dear math learners. Ang gagawin mo lang is you try to add plus 10 and plus 10 here, or plus 12 and plus 12 here, plus 14 and plus 14. And whichever among the choices got the situation 4 times as old as the given, then that is the correct answer. Okay, so our right answer is letter A, 8. Alright. Question number 36. Okay, a number less than 13 equals 73. What is the number? Okay, is it A, negative 60, B, positive 60, C, negative 86, or D, positive 86? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this problem. Okay. So, my dear math learners, napakadali lang para sagutin ang question na ito because what we need to do first is to translate first this given expression or this given phrase. So, a number less than 13. So, a number, let's say that is X. Okay. Less than 13. So, pag sinabing less than, pangalawa yan siya ilalagay. So, dito mo malalagay si 13. Equals 73. Yan. Okay. So, if this is the case, what we need to do is transpose this 13 to the other side. So, giving us negative x is equal to 73 minus 13. So, we have negative x is equal to positive 60. So, of course, may negative pa kasi yan. So, we will divide both sides by negative 1. And the final answer would be negative 60. So, therefore, the correct answer is letter A. Let's try kung tama ba tayo. Ayan. So, I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. Napakadali lang ng question na ito. Okay. So, of course, kung ito yung mga sagot niyo, mali kayo doon. Now, let us go to the next question. Belle bought a TV set at 8,249 pesos and 36 centavos and a watch for 1,249 pesos and 36 centavos. How much did she spend in all? Is it A, 6,000 ito naman, B, 8,000, B, letter C, 9,000 plus, or D, 7,498 and 72. Okay, so I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this question. Alright, my dear math learners, napakadali lang ng question na ito. Yeah, easy lang talaga ito. Bakit? When you bought a TV and you bought a watch, basically, ang mababayaran mo ay more than the amount itself. Okay? Kasi ito, idadagdag mo dito, hindi liliit. So, if you check the choices, may 6,000 ka na dito, mali na ito. Okay? Meron ka din 7,000 dito, samantalang yung TV set mo, 8,000 yung binayaran mo. So, mali na din ito. So, ito na lang, dalawa. Pero, as you can see here, ito 8,000, ito 1,000 plus. Okay? So, 8,000 plus 1,000, how much is that? Alright, that's 9,000 plus. So, therefore, the correct answer is letter C. Okay.
Easy, right?
Easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to the next question. We have the sum of three consecutive integers is 306. What is the largest integer? So we have, is it A, 103, B, 105, C, 107, or D, 109? Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, paano nga ba sasagutin ang question na ito, my dear math learners? So, of course, the one asking here is basically, ito daw yung largest number. So, if this is the largest number, 103, three consecutive integers, magkakasunod na number. So, that would be 102 and 101. Kasi ito yung ina-assume na pinaka malaking number. Ito naman sa letter B, that would be 105, 104, 103. So, ito naman sa letter D, 109, 108, and 107. Of course, may algebraic solution naman ito. So, I'm just showing you the faster way to solve this one without using the algebraic method. Okay. So, you just check, saan ba dyan ang mag-a-add ng 306? So, here, 3 plus 2 plus 1, 306 na agad. So, this is correct. How about this one? 5 plus 4 plus 3. So, that would give you 12. So, mali na agad ito. Okay? Ito naman, 9 plus 8 plus 7. So, this is 15 plus 9. That would be 24. So, mali na din yan. Ito naman, 7 plus 6 plus 5. So, 5 plus 6, that is 11. Plus 7, that is 18. So, mali na din ito. So, therefore, we already have the correct answer and that is letter A. Ayan. So, as you can see, mali ang tatlong yan. So, my dear math learners, easy lang talaga ang question na ito. We have at least, or the last two questions na lang. So, we have here, Vivian is 3 years younger than twice Maricel's age. The sum of their ages is at most 42. What are their oldest possible ages? So, we have here, Maricel is 27, Vivian is 15. We have here Maricel is 12 and Vivian is 30. We have here Maricel is 30 and Vivian is 12. We have here Maricel is 15 and Vivian is 27. So, first of all, I'll give you 5 seconds to think about the answer, my dear math learners. Alright, so if we will check our answers here, we have here 25 plus 7, 27 plus 15, that would give us 42, okay? 12 plus 30, that would give us 42. Okay, good. Okay, so all of the choices give us 42. Okay, but it says here, Vivian is 3 years younger than twice. So how would you write that one in our, so Vivian, so we have here V is, that is equals 3 years younger than twice. So 3 years younger, so that would be 3 younger, that is minus, then twice Maricel's age. So, that would be 2m. So, Vivian is equal to 2m minus 3. So, of course, Maricel is our base. Okay? Our base. Our base age. So, technically, my dear math learners, Vivian here is our older, okay? Older than Maricel. So, if we check our given, here Maricel is already older. So, this is wrong. Here, okay, it could be. Here, Maricel is older. That's wrong. Okay, so, we only have these two. Okay? So, how do we get the answer for this one? So, of course, we will try to check. So, as our basis, Maricel, if Maricel is 12 years old, so that would be 12 times 2, right? So that would be 12 times 2. So 12 times 2, that is 24. Then 24 minus 3, that would give us 21. So basically, this is wrong. It won't give us 30. Alright, so the correct answer is this one. Why? Because if Maricel is 15, so that is 15 times 2, that is 30. 30 minus 3, that is 27. If you add 15 and 27, the answer is 42. Okay. We got it. So now let us go to the last question. If the perimeter of a square is 12 units, what is the area? Is it A, 9 square units, B, 12 square units, C, 16 square units, or D, 36 square units? Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this one, my dear math learners. Okay, what is the answer here? So, as you can see in the given example, we have here perimeter. So, our perimeter, 4 square is, perimeter is equal to 4s because we'll just add 4 of the sides, okay? While the area, we just multiply it by itself, the s squared. So, if our perimeter is 12, so if this is 12, in order to get the side here, so what we will do is we divide both sides by 4. Okay? So if this is cancelled, the s or the side will equal b or will equal to 3. Okay. So our side is equal to 3. But that is not the question of the problem. What is the area? So if our side is equal to 3, then this is 3. Okay. 3 squared. So 3 squared, that is 3 times 3. And that gives us the answer 9. Okay. So we got the correct answer, my dear math learners. Very easy lang talaga. So, I hope, my dear math learners, you have had a wonderful time in our 4-part discussion on the quarter 2 examination for the grade 7 learners. If you do have some questions or inquiries about our topics, feel free to ask your questions in our comment section below. This is still your free educator math teacher Ash. And always remember, it is fun to learn mathematics if we are together learning. Thank you so much. God bless and keep safe always.
I got a taste of the real world. I got battered on the North Shore. It gave me comfort when I always knew that. I always knew that you were there for me next door. I lived it hard on the long road. I ran through every single zip code.